Hi, this is Claire again, and I got a lot of requests of you to do some practical readings with the playing cards. And this is an introduction video, and afterwards I will post some videos on how to do it on practical questions, in everyday life. And I will be using the French deck. These are these cards, the Frenchies, as always in the German version of the Skat play. This means the number 7 until 10, the aces and the queen and knave and kings. Yeah. You could, of course, also use a German deck. So to give you an example, this is a French version. This is a German version, the acorns in German. These are the wands, or these are crosses as we call them. In tarot they are the wands. And here I got, just for comparison, a Baraja Española or Baraya. I don't know how to speak it, I'm sorry. But this is a Spanish version. And here you see it. Yeah, this is the wands, really, the clubs. Yeah, as they are called too. But I often speak of them as a crosses. I'm sorry, this is just, you are so used to how these cards are always called. But in any case, you see here the association with the element of fire. This even reminds just a little bit of such a wand. Yeah, in a symbolical form, of course, but there is a little remembrance of the original symbol, so to say. And in the German cards, we have here the acorns, which are also referring to a tree. Yeah, it's not visible at the first sight, but at the end, it's also about trees and growing powers. Yes, the hearts are almost the same, whether you use the German or the French version. And in the Spanish cards, you have copas, the cups, yeah. And this refers always to emotions, to your inner life, to spiritual life also, and to female affairs, of course. Yeah, you can compare this. The crosses, as we call them, they are more male, element fire, male energy, and these ones are female energy, element water. Yes, then we have element air with the spades, or peak, as they are called in Germany, the peak cards. This comes from the French peak, yeah. So this was taken into German language, and yes, we have them here. In the German deck, you can see this because of the shape, yeah. These are the leaves, they are called. And in the Spanish deck, you have swords. Yeah, this is very similar to tarot then. But you can remember this with a little hint. These are also in a sharp form, so to say. So you can remind yourself that these are the cards of element air, and element air are the swords. Yes, and at last we have element earth. These are diamonds. It's difficult to see it in the French version, but in the German version you see them. These are like the coins in tarot. If you would translate the German word directly in tarot, it would be coins. Yeah. So this is money. This is element earth, and in the Spanish game or deck, you have them here really also as coins. Yeah. This is element earth. And these are the elements I have done, or I have said everything about this in the previous videos. And now we will go on with the examples. And in these videos, I will just jump inside it and not talk before. We will just start. And so you have some examples. Just to mention this before, when you are reading playing cards, this becomes something very personal. Yeah, you will develop your own meanings to the cards. You will see, this card always shows up when something like this happens, for example. Or some cards will become your personal omens for things. Yeah, so always keep in mind what is really happening, and have your notebook. Write down what you had and compare it later to what has happened. And then you will see, step by step, a development between you and the cards. This is not just that you are learning the meanings and then you apply them to the cards. It is the cards are working with you too, yeah, so to say. So the most important thing is that you have fun and that you have good results, and it's good to learn the classical meanings first, but don't stick to them forever, because this will develop and you will have your little extra meanings, so to say, as time goes on. Yeah, so we will start with cards right now and after this video.